Can you believe it? It's like the entire human race has forgotten that there's life beyond chasing after one person. It's downright absurd, this whole deal of a guy going completely blind for love and chasing a woman as if she's the last drop of water in the desert. And the worst part is, these idiotic feelings lead to stupid decisions that only drag you down even further. But guess what, my friend? Here we've got 4 tips on how you can regain control of your life and stop acting like a lost puppy after her. And the best part is, if this woman still feels anything real for you, these tips will make her come to you without you having to beg for attention. So, if you finally want to break free from this vicious cycle of submission and take charge of your relationship, even if she's gone, you need to watch this video until the end. Enough of humiliating yourself. Enough of chasing after her like a desperate fool. It's time to show who's really in charge. Let's get started. First, indifference is what hurts. Sometimes, the woman who still has feelings for you stays in her comfort zone, knowing you'll always be there, drooling over her. That gives her an absurd sense of security, so she doesn't even bother to try. After all, you're doing all the chasing, right? If you want to wake her up and make her start caring about you, you need to show that you don't care most of the time. No more commenting on her photos, liking everything, or sending messages asking what she's up to. Just ignore her and focus on other things. Want to mess with her feelings? Then stop insisting, stop chasing her, and just push her out of your thoughts. That's how it's done. And let's be clear here. It's not about being rude or disrespectful, but about putting yourself first. Show that you have a life beyond her. Hang out with friends, invest in your hobbies, dedicate yourself to your work or studies. Make her see that you're a complete person who doesn't need her to be happy. Also, be careful with social media. Stop stalking her profile. Don't be spying on what she's doing or who she's with. That will only hurt you and put you in an even more submissive position. If necessary, take a break from social media to focus more on yourself. And if she happens to come looking for you, stay calm and don't panic. Don't respond immediately. Don't be available all the time. Make her see that the game has changed, that now you're the one in control. Be strategic in your responses and meetings. Show that you have your own life and that she's not the center of your universe. By following these steps, you'll see how things start to change. She'll get out of her comfort zone, and if she really has feelings for you, she'll come looking for you. And at the end of the day, even if that doesn't happen, you'll be in a much better position, more confident, happier, and in control of your own life. Second, no games. Look, let's be direct here. Stopping the chase isn't a seduction game. It's a matter of maturity and intelligence. When you decide not to follow her around like a lost puppy, the results are real and lasting. But if you stop just to try to manipulate the situation, it won't last because deep down, you're still desperate for a bit of her attention. So, change your mindset. Stop chasing not because you're playing games, but because it's a mature and conscious decision to not throw your self-worth in the trash. Only then can you control those feelings that lead you to make stupid decisions and feel miserable all the time. And another thing, this isn't just about her, it's about you too. By stopping the chase, you're not just teaching her a lesson, you're teaching yourself one. You're showing that you have value, that you deserve to be treated with respect, and that you won't lower yourself for scraps of attention. Also, don't fall into the trap of thinking that stopping the chase means being indifferent. Don't get it twisted. Being indifferent is acting like you don't care, while stopping the chase is a conscious choice to prioritize your own well-being and dignity. It's important to understand this difference so you don't sabotage your own chances for happiness. So, my friend, stop playing games and start acting with honesty and authenticity. Take control of your life and your feelings, and you'll see how everything falls into place naturally. Third, focus on the now and forget the past. Listen, let me tell you something. Dwelling on the past is what leads many guys to sink even deeper and chase after a woman like she's the last chance for happiness. It's normal, you know. We always remember the good times, right? But look, staying stuck in the past will only trap you in an endless cycle of suffering. Focusing too much on what was and how perfect that woman seemed in your life will only drag you down further. Forget that story, focus on the now. If she still feels something for you, you can bet she'll find a way to show up. So, seize the moment and don't keep reminiscing about what's gone, because it will only create unnecessary anxiety that leads to stupid decisions you'll regret later. I remember a friend from the past who was always stuck in that loop of nostalgia. Every night he'd go crazy, feeling incredibly lonely without the woman who used to live with him. And you know what? That's when he'd send her messages or call her, and guess what? He always regretted it big time because she never paid attention. She didn't care at all, always busy with her own things, while he humiliated himself for a bit of attention. So, my friend, stop with the nonsense of going back to the past and focus on the present. Don't let anxiety control you and make you take actions you'll regret later. Take charge of your life and send those thoughts back to where they came from. Fourth, don't create any expectations. Believe it, my friend, there will be times when this woman will come knocking, especially if there's still something inside her. But look, be careful. These moments are the most treacherous because it's so easy to build up a ton of expectations and think everything will go back to the way it was. But the reality is, you could end up really disappointed, or worse, you could act completely wrong when she shows up because of those expectations. You can't be the same as before, you get that? You need to change your mindset, act differently, because if you stay the same, don't expect a different result, my friend. Stay strong without creating expectations and be a man in control of the situation. No running towards her at the first sign of interest. Stay firm, wait, and let things flow naturally. Oh, and another thing, don't get lost in this game of expectations. Even though it might be tempting to imagine everything going back to the good old days, it's important to keep your feet on the ground. Remember the reasons that led to the breakup, the changes both of you have gone through since then. Don't expect her to come back exactly as she was, nor that everything will be resolved just because she showed some sign. Take it easy, keep an open mind, and be prepared for any scenario. This way, you'll avoid disappointment and be able to handle whatever comes next much better. In conclusion, friends, the path to regaining control of your life and stopping the chase after that special person isn't easy, but it's essential for your emotional well-being and self-esteem. Remember, focus on the present, stop playing mind games, don't cling to the past, and above all, don't create unrealistic expectations. Take control of your love life, be true to yourself, and keep your standards high. If that person comes back, handle the situation with calm and caution, and if they don't, remember that you deserve someone who values and reciprocates your love. Thank you for joining us on this journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips on relationships and personal development. See you next time.